All right, let's take a look at a quick solution. Now first, I'm going to go through a diagram solution just to make sure the ultimate goal here is super clear. So here is our table of orders. We really only need our orders in this case because we are really just trying to count up the unique values inside this paid column. So we're going to do a group by on orders. So here's our kind of imaginary fake table over here. We're going to group by the paid column. So step number one is for our database to go through that column and find all the different unique values. In this case, the only unique values are true and false. Then we're going to assign each of these different rows to the appropriate group. It looks like this first one would go into true. We've then got a true, got a false, a true, and a false. So we've now assigned each of these different rows into one of these different groups. Now to get the number of rows in each of these groups, we could do a count star. So if we do a count star, that will count up the number of rows in this group and this group. So we would end up with a 3 right there and a 2 right there. Now the data that I'm showing inside this diagram is slightly different than the data that is actually inside the exercise. So you probably have something more like 4 and 2 if you got the correct answer. Either way, totally fine. All right, let's try actually coding this up then. So I would do a select paid and count star from orders, and I would group these by the values inside of paid. And that's it. So group by paid is going to do the grouping operation. We're taking all the rows from orders, and then we're going to print out the value of paid. And for each of those two buckets, we're going to print out the number of rows in each of them. As a quick reminder, we are only trying to print out columns, in this case, that we've grouped by or that are using a function aggregator. So we are not trying to print out any of these interior columns. If we did, we would end up with an error. Okay, so this looks good. Let's check our solution. Looks good. All right, let's take a pause right here and move on to another exercise in the next video.